I guess I'll just start recording now. God. Um. Wow. Okay. I think I went blank. Hi, everybody. Um. I do not know where to start this video. I guess I could just start saying that. Um. I don't know. I was supposed to start doing this like 4 days ago, then I just like chickened out. So I'm just gonna start doing it now. But I guess to point to say, I want to lower the volume a little bit here on the game. Point to say here is like the purpose of this channel is just general content. I guess content that I could just like make, and it's not gonna always gonna be like me playing Overwatch. It's not always gonna have my face, to be quite honest. Like there'll be times I'm just tired. I'm tired. I have a horrible hair day. It's god awful, but um, it's just a space for me to like talk. I guess. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do for content, but I know I've always wanted to do content as like somebody who does, I guess, TO stuff. It's really hard for me to call myself a TO, to be quite honest. I feel like I've TO'd events before, but I feel like I haven't been a TO, to be quite honest. Not long enough to even really truly consider myself one, but I've TO'd enough events, I guess, but I feel like I still need more time to even call myself one. But yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna generally record content here and just post it every day. It could be about anything. Like it could be general. Mostly, actually, no. It'll most likely be related to SoCal Ultimate Smash, but also other things in life and just things in general. I could choose so much to talk about, but it'll just be like, what's it like running a major? What's it like creating a major? What's it like starting up MSM0? Like things like that. As of the recording today, like I pretty much were what less than a week away. Yeah, pretty much. So Jesus Christ, my team is not doing hot. Less than a week away. So it's an exciting time, but it's also kind of stressful. Like as the saying goes, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and that's what makes this exciting, but also really really fun at the same time. And I can go in more into the weeds about like what it was like to create something called Monday SoCal Meet Zero and have that like all that together, but and wanting to why I brought it back. I didn't no, hold on. Let me rephrase it. I apologize. I didn't bring it back. It's not the same, to be quite honest. But what pushed me to want to have something like this in the first place, right? Like things like that. I can go into the weeds about that, and I think that'll be cool for people to know. I'm also not just gonna be recording gameplay. I might have interviews, or I might just have just like people talking with me, or I might have like behind the scenes of like creating an idea. Like there's a couple of ideas that I have for Wave Dash that I really want to do. God, I cannot aim to save my life right now. But there's a lot of ideas that I want to have for Wave Dash 2023, which is pretty much like everybody knows is gonna happen at this point. What dates and what time I will not tell anybody just yet, but it's a space for me to just do that, and I feel like I could write that in a tweet, but it kind of gets lost in the ether nowadays. And shouts to Rebels Ether, which may or may not be there, but things like that are like things of like what do I think of like the ongoings of this or that that's happening this week or whatever. And like I said, it won't just be gameplay. I won't always be playing a game. I might just be talking. I think at least once a month I want to do an AMA, but we'll see where I get with that. But also like general background things of like Top Shelf, of like things that I can talk about, like what's it like, you know, going from Ultimate to Melee to like create an event or like have ideas for an event. Mostly my focus, if anybody knows me, my focus is honestly Ultimate, and I can go on and on about that, but there will also be other things. I think I'm just repeating myself at this point, where I can probably end this video, but I do want to talk this whole video through. So if you kind of stuck around this far, thank you. You don't have to subscribe. It'll always be content. It'll be nice. Like, you know, I obviously do kind of want to grow in the YouTube space so that I can, like, you know, use this content to money to like help fund players to fly out into tournaments, or like help the scene out a bit more, things like that. I want that, you know, for the Ultimate scene, but not just that, the FGC scene. I think the FGC scene is like a personal kind of a funny place in my heart because like a lot of my friends are like into some of the other games, and I haven't been playing with them. I've just been enjoying shooters more lately. Well, I made a tweet a while back talking about how like I do want to jump into FGC, but that's like an expensive undertaking on its own. Like, I think PS4s are the meta to like buy right now, but I think like PS5 like in the days to come will just be a thing, especially with like Street Fighter 6 and whatever console Project L is gonna launch in. Like, I died because I wasn't paying attention, but whatever console Project L decides to like. There will be a console project that will be focused on. I know PC is going to be one of them, but like they will probably pick Xbox or PS5. I think they might pick Xbox, to be quite honest, because they have a lot of support with Microsoft right now, especially because they have Game Pass, Valorant, and League, and all this other stuff, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. I never saw that coming, but I think it was a smart move, and I think it's only going to secure Xbox having, you know, a fighting game in there, because all they have, to be quite honest, is Killer Instinct. Everybody else plays fighting games on PlayStation consoles, so I think it would be really interesting to see. I really do think Project L will be like coming to Xbox consoles, or maybe it might actually be multi-platform, which I kind of hope it is. I hope it's not like, honestly, if your game is single platform, it just kind of sucks. You're kind of like really limiting your player base. Oh god, my team is dead. I'm dead too. Genji killed me. Genji killed me. I survived. Okay. But yeah, so I hope so. So there are things I want to do with like the FGC eventually, and like also the Ultimate tournaments. And there's a lot of plans I really want to focus on this year. So there is that. So this is kind of what this channel was for, I guess, to me to upload 90 days. And eventually there will be some kind of structure. I think this 90-day structure will just be like, whatever I want, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Like, I could talk about other things in my life, but if you guys have generally questions, like write down in the comments, like, hey, make a video discussing this or make a video discussing that, and I would be more than happy to like talk about things like what was the creative process behind Wave Dash. And I could go on and on about that one. That I think Wave Dash was hands down, even though there were things that could have been better, I think Wave Dash was probably the most fun. Even like I had a lot of fun with 2GG, don't get me wrong. I love and I miss 2GG. It's partially the reason why I'm still around, is like I miss them, and I love the spirit of like making tournaments and being part of tournaments that makes me just want to stick around more. But Wave Dash was probably the most fun I've ever had like at an event, because it's something that I helped create, co-founded with, that it just became something really enjoyable. We can fight back here, I think. This one might be... Yeah, so there's a lot that I can do into that, but if you guys subscribe, that'd be pretty awesome. But if you guys don't, then consider leaving a comment and just asking me like, hey, I want you to talk about this today, or like, I would really like a video like detailing, you know, what's it like to, you know, why MSM0, why not a new tournament, which is something that I'll make a video on my own. Some videos I'll probably just make with time, and other videos I'll just like, oh damn, you know, I should probably make a video about that. But it's also a free space for just anybody to ask me questions over Twitter or just on a comment and me to talk about. Third time I've repeated myself, but I think I'm really honestly out of things to talk about. I think I'm just gonna low-key just keep playing this game. There's also another thing, like if you stuck around this long enough, I kind of haven't been playing Smash because my scene is dead. Like the A1A scene is low-key kind of dead, in my opinion. I don't really see anybody from the 818 like go to locals at all. There's things like Nexus and Zenu, and that's it. And I feel bad because I also I haven't been keeping up with the scene as much as I should, to be quite honest. So there could be more A1A players I'm just not aware of. I know I saw J-Tab at Shark Tank 2 also, so that's pretty cool. But like us having tournaments that I think the A1A used to be a very strong region, and it's just not as good as it used to be. When people think about like SoCal Smash, in the SoCal space, they think of Larry and, you know, Jumpsteady and all these other players who used to play, and they're just not around anymore. So I think the A1 is in a really different position versus like the LA region, and everything else is just overall more notable. And San Diego is more notable now. And it's interesting. It's interesting to see like a lot of players who just kind of chose retirement or just choose to do other things, which is fair. Like as much as I love Smash and I enjoy playing it, and eventually we'll probably play it on this channel, I don't have a lot of fun playing it right now because I want to take the game seriously, but I have nobody to practice with, and that's what sucks. You know, I really want to practice with people to play this game, but like I just don't have anybody to. It's like I can play Wi-Fi, but that's not fun for me. That's not practice to me enough for me. So that's kind of like why I don't really play that game, and I haven't been tempted to. But I do want to start going. I probably am going to start trying to find time to go to Shark Tank more and like train with other people. But I don't know if I do have enough time in my honest personal life to like. Oh, I lost. But my honest personal life to dedicate that much time to it. But I wanted to get at least one match, win or lose, out of the way. So that's it. If you guys stuck around long enough, thank you. And if you guys are curious what I'm going to do going forward, yeah, it's just this. And it'll, like I said, it'll either be me playing a game, or me talking, or me doing an interview, or something behind the scenes. I definitely plan on shooting like an MSM Zero behind the scenes thing. So there's that. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say. Have a good one, guys.